we all liked, but at the same time we just talked about like civilised human beings, and everyone agreed that I was right. I'm joking.
I see, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah.
You know, I think there are a couple of really interesting films out there tonight. Some of them were, you know, but we definitely had different tastes in which areas of each film that we liked. But yeah, as Justin mentioned, we managed to talk it out somehow and evenly distribute things somewhat. So, see how we go.
And also, of course, all films that were all vastly different, completely different subject matter, no two the same, dealing with different things. And as I always say, it's amazing how people keep coming up with new ideas. Although Luminaris, for example, is a sort of film which we saw lots of those films 100 years ago, and particularly in the 1950s they were very popular. We haven't seen many stop motion and stop motion live action films for quite a while, certainly done with such expertise, so very, very good. So let's start with best script. We had a discussion about this. Script doesn't have to be full of dialogue. It's a script which, as we discussed, what if we put it like if you're in an office and someone put 5 or 10 scripts in front of you, 10 ideas for films, which one of those would be the one that would get your juices going? And decide upon that one there. You've got to tell them which one we've gone for. Adam, say, can you guess what we might have said?
Yeah, the first one.
The first one?
Yep.
That's not what we went for. so get out. You've gone for?
We went for Light of Day.
The light of the world.
Light of the World, sorry.
The light of the world, where everyone was blind, they couldn't see in the future. Yeah, we went for Light of the World. No reaction from the audience at all. Stuck out. I guess for its originality, for it's fairly complex and kind of unique, and Guillermo von he obviously felt the same way because he saw the film and invested money in it. So that's the best screenplay, best script. Let's go now, best direction. Best direction. You want to tell us who we gave best direction to?
We gave best direction to Luminaris.
Luminaris. Best actor. Can I do this one? I mean, it was hard once again. There was a lot of interesting performances in there. Some without dialogue, or very little dialogue. We decided to give it to an actor. I'm just guessing this actor in his home country I'm just guessing by the way the film was shot, by the way this was credited. I'm guessing I'll look it up as soon as I get home, that he's probably a very well-known actor there and very popular because he really warmed the screen up, was very watchable and had real charisma on screen, was very watchable. If I just get my right name here, so I have the right name on the sheet over here. Do you know what we're talking about? The old Pepe? Pepe, the father in the film, we'll call him Bobby, the guy with the monster in the boot. The old dad there, I thought he was very likeable. He really came across, he owned the screen, and so let's send something overseas for the award for him. And finally, the best film, you guys can share this one. Tell us which show we're going to give it to best film. And tell us, before we name the film, tell us why, without giving away the film, is why you chose this as being best film.
Well, I thought it left you wanting more, but also you wanted to know the backstory as well as what happened afterwards.
Well, I think I really enjoyed it because it really led you in one particular direction, and then it kind of smacked you in the face with something completely different. So, got my vote.
Do you know what we might be talking about?
Yeah, I guess. One with the homeless guy that he thought was going to steal.
Catch that one.
The one with the homeless guy that you thought was going to do a bank robbery or a robbery.
No. It's not.
No.
Vampire one.
Yes, The Hunger.
The Hunger.
A woman, 2 homeless children, and suddenly we find out the story goes a complete left turn. And as you said, I wanted that film to keep going. I'd like to see it's the beginning of a story. It's fantastic. So it's funny. It wasn't subtitled. There wasn't dialogue. We didn't need to hear what the dialogue was. It wasn't necessary. We knew it was going. We didn't know it was going. We got the feeling of what was going on. And then, unfortunately, Tom came over and spoke to me right that moment when the moment happened. I missed the moment, but we thought that was pretty impressive stuff. And by the way, I just got that guy's name right. The best actor, just in case you're shooting here, Pep Cruz Maratones. So good luck to him. There are 4 awards. How do we feel about that, gentlemen? Not too bad? We okay with that? So I hope you're pleased with those results. I mean, obviously there'll be certain things you like more than these guys did, and so on. That always happens. It was a tough choice. I can tell you that the 4 films that sort of came out on top in terms of votes overall, we had to sort of narrow it down, were Luminaris, Death Chase, the Italians and the Western, Light of the World, and Hunger. I guess were the top 4, I suppose, in there. And we had to narrow it down from there. So there you go.